Sun Belt Conference begins its 37 year of competition with 10 member schools in 2013-14 before adding 2 more members and 2 football-only schools in 2014. Schools have similar geographic locations in Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, plus 1 in Kentucky. Add in Georgia State for all sports, and you have the Sun Belt lineup for 2013-14. One of the Football Bowl Subdivision conferences, Sun Belt football teams have automatic bids in 2 postseason bowls. The Strong Basketball League will host its conference tournament this year in New Orleans as it tries to repeat or better its 2 NCAA bids from last season in both men's and women's hoops. After competing in the Sun Belt only in individual sports in 2012 and 13, Georgia State will compete for all 14 Sun Belt titles and automatic NCAA bids this coming year. Men's soccer and women's sand volleyball will still be outside of the league for now. Here's a quick tour of the schools and places Georgia State will now be playing. In Alabama, the Panthers will renew a long rivalry with the Troy Trojans, who are located a 3-hour drive away from Atlanta, just south of Montgomery. With 27,500 rowdy students, Troy has continued to expand its football stadium that now has 30,000 seats, and it recently opened a new 6,000-seat basketball arena. The public university was founded in 1887 and continued to expand its 650-acre campus in the small city of Troy, population of about 20,000. Further south in Alabama, Georgia State will continue its rivalry with football newcomer South Alabama in Mobile, a little over 5 hours from Atlanta. The university was founded in 1963 and has grown to more than 15,000 students, having one of the 2 state-supported medical schools in the state of Alabama. The Gulf Coast port city of Mobile has more than 200,000 residents. The inaugural football season was 2009, and the Jaguars play in Ladd Peoples Stadium, the 40,000-seat home to the Senior Bowl since 1951. The 10,000-seat Mitchell Center opened for basketball in 1999. The Arkansas State Red Wolves are located in Jonesboro in the northeast part of Arkansas, about an hour northwest from Memphis and 6 hours from Atlanta. Arkansas State's 14,000 students make up a key part of the Jonesboro population of 70,000. The second largest university in the state, ASU sits on 800 acres atop Crowley's Ridge. Its 31,000-seat stadium hosted an average of 26,000 fans per game last year to give it a dynamic home field advantage. Former LSU and Samford head basketball coach John Brady leads the Red Wolves basketball program. The second Arkansas school is former Trans-America Athletic Conference foe, Arkansas Little Rock. UALR is located in the downtown of Arkansas's capital city with 40 buildings spread around town. UALR is located about 500 miles from Atlanta. Has a similar reputation as Georgia State as a commuter school, with its first dorm not built until 1990. UALR does not play football, so basketball is its main emphasis now. A $25 million arena with 5,000 seats was opened in 2005 behind a $700,000 donation from NBA star and UALR alum Derek Fisher. The state of Louisiana boasts a pair of Sun Belt schools. Louisiana Monroe is located off Interstate 20 in northern Louisiana, midway between Jackson, Mississippi and Shreveport, Louisiana. One thing that Monroe and Atlanta have in common is that both have been headquarters for Delta Airlines. Monroe, a city of 50,000, was the home city from 1925 to 1941, and the first Delta passenger flew from there in 1929. The college sits on 238 acres and has about 9,000 students. Football is king with a 30,000-seat stadium for the Warhawks, who grabbed headlines last year by beating 8th-ranked Arkansas. The Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette come from the southern bayou. The city has a population of 125,000 and is located off I-10 in southern Louisiana, just west of Baton Rouge. It sits only 38 feet above sea level. The college is the second largest in the state with 16,000 students, and it's noted for its business college. The sports crazy town supports its Ragin' Cajuns by filling the 31,000-seat Cajun field, known locally as the Swamp. With back-to-back 9-4 seasons and wins in the New Orleans Bowl over San Diego State and East Carolina, football fever is raging. The Sun Belt has 2 new members in the state of Texas. Texas State is located in San Marcos, a city of 50,000 located off I-35, about 30 miles from Austin and 45 miles from San Antonio. Formerly known as Southwest Texas State, Its long history of graduates includes the 36th president, Lyndon Baines Johnson, and country music legend George Strait. The student body of 35,000 gives the city a college town feel. The Bobcats played in the WAC last year. Texas Arlington sits in the Dallas-Fort Worth Arlington Metroplex, sitting just miles from the Texas Rangers ballpark and Cowboys Stadium. It just completed a $150 million engineering center for the 33,000 students who are mainly commuters. Only 2,000 currently live in campus dorms. The sprawling campus of 420 acres includes over 100 buildings in the city west of Dallas and east of Fort Worth. The school disbanded its football program in 1985. College Park Center opened in 2012 with 7,000 seats for a basketball team that earned an NCAA bid in 2008 and an NIT bid in 2012. The Mavericks had been in the Southland Conference but played last year in the WAC. The one school north of Georgia State is Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers will play one final season in the Sun Belt before leaving. This year, the football team that advanced to the Little Caesars Bowl in Detroit will come to the Georgia Dome. Former Falcons head coach Bobby Petrino returns to the Dome as the head coach of the Hilltoppers. The basketball-rich school has earned 21 NCAA bids throughout its history. Another pair of schools making the rise from the FCS ranks in 2014 and should provide great rivalries for Georgia State. Georgia Southern, a former TAC foe, along with FCS power Appalachian State, will bring appeal to create rivalries for the Panthers. Also in 2014, two schools from the WAC will rejoin the Sun Belt for football only: Idaho and New Mexico State. The Sun Belt Conference said, "Together we rise," when it unveiled its new logo in May. In Georgia State athletics, it's a new era as well.